the Guwahati Police's crackdown on the fake call centers is underway on a war footing. And after the huge success on Thursday night, in which as many as 8 fake call centers were busted, the crime branch team raided multiple locations in Guwahati last night as well. As per the inputs, the crime branch team raided 10 places last night. Reportedly, a total of 5 persons have been arrested by police from Jupiter Palace located at ABC area for running a fake call center. One of the 5 arrested has been identified as 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗔𝗦𝗧, who is reportedly the main in charge of the fake call center at Jupiter Palace. Well, it's a big update from Guwahati viewers. The Guwahati Police's crackdown on fake call centers is underway on a war footing. And after the huge success on Thursday night, in which as many as 8 fake call centers were busted, the crime branch team raided multiple locations in Guwahati last night. As per inputs, the crime branch team raided 10 places last night, and reportedly a total of 5 persons have been arrested by police from Jupiter Palace located at ABC area for running a fake call center. One of the 5 arrested has been identified as 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗔𝗦𝗧, who is reportedly the main in charge of the fake call center at Jupiter Palace. Well, viewers, it is worth noting that on Thursday night, 15 police teams raided multiple locations in Guwahati city and busted 8 international fake call center gangs. Police had detained 191 people from the call center and also seized 164 desktops, 90 laptops and 16 mobile phones and 166 hard drives during the raids.
ইয়াতে এটা কি এনে পুলিচক সুধক আপোনালোকে মই কেনে গম পাম মইতো গাৰ্জেন বনি আহিছো মোক আপুনি মোক গাৰ্জেন বনিবলৈ মাতিছে হে মোক লগৰজনে মাতিছে গাৰ্জেন বনিবলৈ ইয়াতে এয়া দেখা পাইছো মিডিয়া বহি আছে আৰু ওপৰত কি আছিল ওপৰত আপোনাৰ পুলিচে আপোনাৰ হেৰি কৈ আছে পুলিচে তোমাক কি সুধিছে পুলিচে মই একো সুধা নাই ফটো মাৰিছে কি চলি আছে ওপৰত আপোনাৰ এড্ৰেছ লৈছে ফটো মাৰিছে পঠিয়াই দিছে কি চলি আছিল কি চলি আছিল মানে পুলিচ বহি আছিল তোমাৰ লগৰ কোন তাতে কাম কৰে মোৰ লগৰ এজন কাম কৰে আপুনি কোম্পানী কাম কৰা ইয়াত কাম কৰা গম পায় নাই নাই মই এই বেছি ন সোমবাৰে আহিছিল ইয়াত নতুনকৈ অফিচ হৈছে সোমবাৰে কাম কৰিছে কি অফিসটো কি হৰ অফিস এটো কল সেন্টাৰ কি কল সেন্টাৰ এটো হেতু মই নাজানো দেই ইমান ভালকৈ তুমি নাজানা মোৰ লগৰ লোৱা কাম কৰে কিহত কাম কৰে মই কেনেকৈ জানিম মই নিজেও মোৰ ভাগৰ নিজেও কাম কৰি আছো মই লোকেল গাৰ্জেন হৈছে হয় হয় হৈছে লোকেল গাৰ্জেন হয় হয় তুমি লোকেল গাৰ্জেন বনি কি হৈছে এটো তুমি পুলিচে কি পুলিচে তো আপোনাৰ কি সুধিছে বুলি কম লোকেল গাৰ্জেন হলে নিছাকৈ জনাব লাগিব হয় হয় মই আপোনাৰ চাওক মোক কল সেন্টাৰ কাম কৰিবলৈ জানো আৰু হি সোমবাৰৰ পৰা জয়েন কৰিছে বুলি জানো তাৰ বিষয়টো মই কোনো জানো হিটো মোক ইমানখিনি কোৱা নাই.
And we have our Chief of Bureau 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗔𝗦𝗧 to give us more details in this sensational story coming in from the city. Well, 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗏, it's a big crackdown by the Guwahati Police on fake call centers. What do you have for us now, and where are you right now?
That's right, Reshma. The crackdown, which started on the intervening night of Friday and Thursday, that's 14th and 15th September, is still continuing. We are right now at ABC Point in GS Road, and behind me is the Jupiter Palace, which is one of the locations which has been raided by a joint team of Guwahati City Police and the crime branch. And even now, the raid is underway. What we have come to know, the raid started late night, and the call center is said to be on the 4th floor of this building. So right now, teams of City Police as well as crime branch are on the 4th floor of this building. They are not allowing anybody to go to that place or anybody to come outside of that call center. Interrogation is underway inside the call center, and here you can see the police vehicles are here, so you can make out the heavy police deployment is here, and a crackdown is underway. So the operation is still continuing, and this is the Jupiter Palace at GS Road at ABC Point, and this is the building on the 4th floor of this building. The call center is there, and there the joint team of the Guwahati City Police and crime branch are right now conducting the raid and are also interrogating all the individuals who were inside when the raid started. So this raid started late last night, and it's still continuing. What we have come to know that after the completion of the interrogation, the police team of the Guwahati City Police as well as the crime branch, they will take all the materials, they will seize all the materials, the hard disks, the computers, the laptops or the mobile phones which they get, and also detain and arrest some of the people. So on the first night, that's on the intervening night of 14th and 15th September, 3 arrests were made and 191 people were detained who were employees of this call center. So these 3 people who were arrested are said to be the kingpin of this call center racket. So last night also police have arrested another 2. So the number of arrested people who are said to be the kingpin of this fake call center racket are being arrested right now, but many are still at large. That's what the police has said, but police is very much confident that very soon they'll be able to lay their hands on them also, because this racket, when the Commissioner of Police Guwahati yesterday addressed a press conference, he said that this is just the tip of the iceberg. Many such raids will continue in the days ahead, and many such arrests and detention will take place in the days ahead. So this is just the tip of the iceberg, and this is a racket which is not only confined to Guwahati city, Assam, or the northeast, or the entire country. This is spreading across the globe. So this is an international racket. So who are the kingpins? The kingpins are said to be very highly techno-savvy youths, and they used to take youths who are gullible, like the unemployed, educated youths who are searching for jobs but they are not getting jobs. So they give advertisement for these call centers and they recruit them through a process, and they are highly trained as to how to converse to the victims, how to make them fall in the trap, and then demand money from them, and ultimately the victims had to succumb to their pressure and give the money. So the police said that this is a multi-crore racket that's going on right now, and this has been continuing in Guwahati for the last 2 years, and it was just a small information which the police gathered, and it was developed to an actionable intelligence, and after that raids were conducted across the city. A team of Guwahati City Police and the crime branch fanned across the city. They have identified the locations. It was primarily 8 locations which were raided on the intervening night of 14th and 15th September, and last night also 2 locations were raided, including this one, the Jupiter Palace at ABC in GS Road, and right now also the operation is underway. So police has said that this is a multi-crore scam that's been going on for 2 years. And who are the victims? The victims are not only from the northeast, Guwahati, Assam, or the entire country, but the victims are mainly from abroad, from the Western countries like America. So these call centers used to operate during the night time. That's right, because when here it is night time, it's daytime in America, and that's how they used to call those victims and make them fall in the trap, and then ultimately succumb to the pressure of demand of money, and they had to pay that money to come out of this trap. So this is a multi-crore racket that's going on, and the police said that the cost of running these call centers is also huge. How are they getting such a huge money? There is an entire racket of money laundering going on. Hawala is active here for transferring money. So the cost of running a single call center goes into lakhs. What the Commissioner of Police Guwahati said that the electricity bill only of a single call center comes to around 1 lakh in 1 month. Leave aside the salary of the 100 youths who work there. And also, this is a post location in Guwahati on the busy GS Road at ABC Point, and the entire 4th floor is being used as a call center. So you can imagine what could be the rent of this call center running here in a month. So it would be some lakhs. So if we calculate it, so around 50 lakhs to 1 crore rupees or more than that, even 5 crore rupees, if we took take into account the salary of or the incentives that's being paid to the employees. So a single call center running cost is over crores. So you can imagine that the amount of money they are able to siphon off from the victims, who are mainly from the Western countries. So right now the raids are undergoing, and as the Commissioner of Police has said, that this is just a tip of the iceberg. Main culprits are yet to be arrested. The main kingpins are yet to be arrested, because most of them are right now absconding, and police are on the lookout for these kingpins who would be arrested very soon. But yes, the raids continues, and this is the location where right now also the raid continues, and a joint team of the Guwahati City Police and the crime branch are inside this building. They have completely cordoned off this area. Paramilitary forces are here guarding the building. The team of the city police and the crime branch are inside. They are interrogating all the people who are inside. So right now I can tell you that so far 5 people who are identified as kingpin have been arrested, and more than 200 people detained who are employees of these call centers have been detained. And right now questioning is underway, interrogation is underway, so that police can get more inputs so that they can conduct more raids. And these raids may fan out not only in Guwahati but across Assam, Northeast, or in fact in the entire country. The Guwahati City Police or the Assam Police might have to take the assistance of other state police also in cracking this fake call center scam, which has been continuing in Guwahati for the last 2 years.
Well, indeed, Arindam, it's a big story, big development coming in from the city, where the city police has busted this global racket that you just mentioned. Well, Arindam, what more can you tell us about one of the kingpins, Arindam Sinha, one of the persons who had been arrested today?
Yes, Arindam Sinha is one of the supervisors who runs this call center. So we were told about the 3 kingpins who were arrested on the intervening night of 14th and 15th September. So one of the kingpins, his lifestyle, what we were told by the Commissioner of Police, is that he owns a BMW SUV, he owns a Ford Endeavour SUV, which are luxurious SUVs. Not only that, he also owns a residence at Dubai, so that in case something wrong happens, if he had to flee, he can go and take shelter in Dubai. So this is the plan or the step they are thinking ahead of the police, so that they don't fall in the trap of the police. But yes, police got just a small bit of information, and that information was developed to an actionable intelligence, and then raids were conducted across the city right now, and over 10 locations are raided right now, and more than 200 people detained, and 5 people have been arrested who are said to be the mastermind of this fake call center racket. And the lifestyle, as I've said, that the kingpins are having is luxurious.
Well, Arindam, we know that in the overnight time, like multiple locations were raided, one of them being the Jupiter Palace in ABC. What are the other locations in Guwahati?
Well, that's what. Let me tell you that they are very clever. Whoever is running this racket, they are very clever. They make it a point that nobody comes into suspicion. There is no suspicion about the workplace that the call centers are operating. The locations which are selected, they are the post locations, and they select locations which has shopping malls. So one location was, of course, the Guwahati Central Mall, and there they used to own a call center, and it was that location from where they were operating. Likewise, automobile showrooms over in whichever complex there are, there used to be a call center there. And likewise, this is also a very post location, and this building is also a very known location. So this is a post location where they have selected to set up these call centers, so that no suspicion comes into place. Because what the police have told us is that these people mainly operate during the night. The action starts at night, late night hours, particularly after 12 a.m. And after that, this continues till early morning. But there is no activity during the daytime. But even when these employees come, over 100 employees or the kingpin comes, so you can imagine that 100 vehicles would be parked here. But they make it a point that they don't park their vehicles here, so that this could draw any suspicion from the onlookers or from the police that what's going on late night at this building. So many vehicles are here. They don't park their vehicles here. They used to park their vehicles at various locations, but not anywhere near the call centers. And apart from that, they ensured that not a single beam of light comes out from those call centers. They used to cover the windows, ventilators, or the exhaust fan panels with black clothes or black paper, so that no beam of light comes out from those call centers when they operate at night, so that no suspicion goes to that place that as to what is going on inside. So this is the cleverness that these call centers are operating. The kingpins are operating. The employees are highly trained, and significantly most of the employees who are gullible youths, because they are unemployed, educated youths. They are educated, but they are jobless. They somehow want a job, so they are gullible. So they are trapped through advertisements. They are called, an interview is taken, and after that they are highly trained as to how to converse to the victims, how to make them fall in the trap, how to demand money, and how they have to ultimately succumb to that pressure and pay up that huge amount of money to this fake call center. So this is a huge racket which is being busted by the Guwahati City Police in assistance with the crime branch. And right now also the raids are continuing, and this is one location where the raid is still on. And as I have said, that the Commissioner of Police yesterday during the press conference said that this is just the tip of the iceberg. The main thing, the entire racket is yet to come to light. But yes, police is very much confident that very soon they will be able to lay hands on the other kingpins who are running this racket, who are absconding right now. But yes, police have got information, but yes, it will take some time. But in the days ahead, we can see that this operation may not only be confined to Guwahati city alone, it may fan across Assam, Northeast, or to other parts of the country, and the Guwahati City Police and the crime branch might have to take the assistance of the other state police to crack this huge call center racket which has been continuing in Guwahati for the last 2 years.
All right, thank you, Arindam, for all those details on this big story coming in from the city.